this, I say x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, where a is and b is and c is. Well, a is how many x squared I have, which is 3. B is how many x's I have. I have 1x. And C is the number by itself, minus 10. Fill it in. Minus, what's B? 1. Plus or minus the square root of B to be squared? 1 to be squared. Minus 4 times A? 3. By C? Minus 10. All over 2A twice 3. Minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 to be squared, 1. Minus by minus, plus. 4 3s are 12 by 10, 120 all over 6, which is minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 121 over 6, which is minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 121, which is minus 1 plus 11 over 6, or minus 1 minus 11 over 6. 10 over 6, or minus 12 over 6. 10 over 6, 5 over 3, or minus 2. There are the two answers. X is either of those. This one, how do I solve this? X is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over twice a, where a is equal to, b is equal to, and c is equal to 5, 7, and minus 3. I fill it in. Minus b, 7, plus or minus the square root of b to be squared, 7 to be squared, minus 4 times a, 5, by c, all over twice a, twice 5. Now, are you sure you know where the a, b, and c come from? Yes? Or maybe you want to have to learn. Okay. All right. Yeah. I do this on school. Is it urgent now? No. Okay. Thanks. So, after the next step, minus 7, well, that's just minus 7. Plus or minus the square root of 7 to be squared, 49. Minus by minus, 4 5s, 20 by 3, 60. All over 2 5s, 10. That's equal to, this isn't a perfect square, minus 7 plus or minus the square root of 109 over 10, which is minus 7 plus or minus over 10. The square root of 109 is equal to, as a decimal, 10.44, which is minus 7 plus 10.44 over 10, or minus 7 minus 10.44 over 10. That's 3.44 over 10, or minus 17.44 over 10. Divide by 10 and just bring the decimal place back 1, 0.344, or minus 1.744. Correct to 2 decimal places is equal to 0.3. This is a 4. Does this 4 leave it as it is or put it up 1? Leave it as it is. Minus 1.7. This 4. It stays as it is. What would I need to put that 4 higher? If this was a 5 or 6 or 7, and there are your two answers. So that's how we use the minus b formula. We use it to solve a quadratic equation if we're not able to get factors. Now, you would have been able to get factors there, but you can't get factors on that one. And the reason you know is when it comes out to be the square root, that isn't a perfect square. Well, then it will be the minus b formula. All right.